Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want to still talk about showing up. Yesterday, we spoke about showing up when you're tired. Today, we will talk about something that relates to that, but is different. Show up. All right. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Show up, even when you don't have to. Show up. Show up, even when you don't have to. Show up. So today we're going to talk about that particular statement. How do you show up, even when you know you don't have to show up? You know, sometimes you just think, this is not my business, this is not my job, this is not I'm not responsible for this particular task, I'm not responsible for that. You just feel within yourself that this is not your business. But the elites and the great people that we seek to emulate, the elite and the great people that we want to pattern our life after, they show up even when they know they don't have to. Even when they know that, see, whether I show up or not, it doesn't really concern me, yet they show up. Do you understand? How do you show up even when you know you don't necessarily have to show up? That's what we discussed today. See, it's easy to become complacent. It's easy to lose motivation when there is no clear obligation or when there is no clear deadline for whatever you're trying to do. That's why people are scared of putting deadline or making promises, so that people will not say that whenever you say something, you don't keep it. See, I make promises. I will tell you what I want to do, and I work hard towards it to make sure I do it. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail. But that doesn't mean when I fail, I will not make promise the next time. No. I'm training myself to be able to keep my commitments and to be able to make promises and fulfill them. That doesn't mean I always do it. No, sometimes I fail. I fail woefully. If you ask some people, they will say, Mike, that guy. If you ask some people, they say, yes, he keeps promises. So it's still in the balance for now. But I will not stop making commitments, and I will not stop striving to fulfill them. So showing up, even when it is not required of you, even when it is not necessarily what you need or have to do, is essential for your growth. It's essential for your learning, and it's essential for you to reach your goals. You need to show up even when it is not absolutely required of you. If you said that you will write an article today, show up. Even nobody gave you that assignment, Nobody told you to do it. You wanted to do it. Maybe you wanted to write some memoirs about yourself. Show up. Sometimes we fail ourselves over and over again, and we wonder why many people that promise us are failing also. You are failing yourself too. Right? You yourself, you are not keeping your promise to yourself. You yourself, you are not keeping your promises to yourself. You said you will wake up and do some exercise. You did not. You said you will go out and market your product. You did not. You said you will talk to 10, 15 new people. You did not. And you are wondering why people promise you and they did not fulfill it. You yourself are not fulfilling your promise to yourself. And that is why this episode is very important. Show up even when you don't have to. You are the one that told yourself that you would do this, do that, do this. Then show up. Let me tell you some few things that I believe will help. All right, these are few things that I'm learning myself, and I'm trying to incorporate into my existence so that I will not just come here, pass time, and die. Number one thing is for you to understand the power of commitment. Like I said before, understand the power of commitment. This first step to showing up, especially when it's not required of you to show up, is you need to understand within your mind what it means to have commitment. Committing to something, whether it's a project, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a goal, whether it's a habit, is a powerful motivator. Like I said, when you make a promise to yourself and it's like you put your life on the line that you must keep this promise to yourself, that is commitment. That is commitment. Many people are committed. Some are not consistent. We'll talk about that later. But many people don't even know how to be committed to themselves. Let me ask you that for a moment. Are you committed to yourself at all? Let me digress a little. Are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to your project, to that particular thing that you say you will do? Are you committed to your goal? Are you really committed to that new habit that you are forming? Because if you are looking for a powerful self-motivator and self-driven factor, it is the power of commitment. When we are committed, we are more likely to stick to that thing, even when it is not required of us. And it can help us, it will help us achieve more and reach our goals even faster. Another idea for you to show up even when you don't have to is to make a plan. See, when you are committed to making a plan and setting clear goals for yourself, you don't need anybody to tell you to show up. You show up because the plan is the one that is driving you, all right? The goals are driving you. The goals are driving you. The plans that you made are driving you. The commitment to that plan are driving you. When you have a clear plan in place, that means you have a roadmap that you are following. And we know that we are working towards that goal. It will help us to stay motivated even when there is no clear obligation for us to do so. See, most times it's easy for us to quit. Why? Because there is no commitment, because there is no requirement. Now, you need to look within yourself and say, okay, do I even have a plan for my life? All right. Do I have clear goals for my existence? Do I know what I want for me? Then that thing that you want for you will drive you towards doing what you ought to do, towards showing up even when you know you don't have to. Another thing is breaking your task into smaller goals and all that. This is all productivity tips, all right? Because showing up when you don't have to is how you stay productive. That's how you stay productive. Do you understand? Break your task into small manageable steps. That's why most of us don't do much, because our task is too big. Then the moment we start, we say, this mountain is too high, I cannot climb it, and then we quit. But when you break the mountain into small pebbles, you discover you can carry a whole lot. You can carry a whole mountain of rocks that is broken into small pebbles. That's exactly how I want you to view your life. That's exactly how I want you to view your grand vision. Break that grand mountainous vision into manageable task of pebbles that you can carry easily and show up day in, day out to do. Do you understand? So it's easier for you to see progress like that. When you break them into manageable chunks like that, you see that you are progressing. You see that you are growing, because you are more likely to be overwhelmed when you see the ginormous task before you. But when it is broken down into smaller bits, the feeling of being overwhelmed will not even come, and it will help you to stay motivated. It will help you to stay on track. Another point I like you to look at is surrounding yourself with individuals, like-minded individuals that will always show up when they don't have to. Do you get? When you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, it will also be a great way for you to keep showing up. It will help you to show up, because see, when everybody around you are showing up, they have it within their habits to show up when even they can just stay at home, when they don't even have to resume at work, when nobody will even see them if they don't resume at work, and they keep showing up. That is a major clue. That is a major clue. That is a major clue that you need to surround yourself with those people, because they will take you to your promised land. Surrounding yourself with people who are working towards similar goals as yours, it's easier for you to stay focused and motivated like that. Do you get? They will provide you encouragement. They will provide you support. They will even hold you accountable. And they will help you to stay on track. Let me cap it up like this. You need to celebrate small victories. That is one way for you to keep showing up even when you don't have to. You say, when when you enjoy the feeling of small victories like that, when you enjoy the feeling of learning from failures like that, it will help you to show up. Like I said, when we celebrate our successes, we are more likely to stay motivated. We are more likely to stay focused. And when we learn from our failures, we are better equipped to avoid similar mistakes in the nearest future. Do you understand? That is key. Whenever you fail, ask yourself, why did you fail? Did you overcommit? Did you overestimate your capacity? Did you underestimate the task at hand? Then when you know where you've gone wrong, you can learn, and you'll be well equipped not to make the same mistakes again. Both celebrating your small victory, your small wins, and learning from failures will help you to keep showing up even when you are not obligated to. Even when necessary, you are not necessarily demanded to. Do you understand? Like I said, it's not always easy, but it is always worth it. It's not always easy to keep showing up for this, for that, but it is worth it. Show up even when you don't have to. Thank you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.